to continue where we left off. Where I had to take my little break. So, next step in the badge arc is the most dangerous prey. Oh, it's must be level 25. I forgot to look at that. Yeah. So it's under the other one. Undesirable, level 25, 29. Probably near the end because it's a newer arc. The most dangerous prey, and then the last one will be that next one, the last witch of Striga. See, this is, yeah, issue 27 is when these came out. So yeah, you can tell which issue. Yeah, I need a drink. Of some Wasser. Yeah. That's alright. Oh, it's been really a little drier than usual. It says about 40% humidity. It's not as dry as it has been. My little thermometer, weathery kind of thing, it says the low has been 30% at one time and the high is 57. So, yeah, middle of the road, but it's been up in the high 40s. So, yeah. Investigate haunted warehouse. And accept. And we'll teleport to the contact. We know he's out in the graveyard because we were introduced to him by the Fortunata. And it looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish arc. Investigate haunted warehouse, close the rift to the underworld, third time's the charm, check the graves of Orpheus's kin, and find out the truth about old Toby. And the souvenir is a broken tiki mask. Oh, it's been, it wasn't on the window. Was on my other window. It's been 30 minutes. So I got the option to do that again. So I will do the do. Of inspiration. Go ahead and toss them on so I got it clear since I got it open. And we're 0.62 miles from the mission entrance. Whoa. Werewolves. Ooh. We'll get to our arc and then do the double jump so we can just pass over all this stuff. Have a nice height. Aggroed to us, they didn't even get a shot off because I didn't see a miss or a hit. Reveal your secrets. Dang it. And see now, since we're in the 25 to 29, the other one was the 20 to 24, you're always empty to the highest level of that bracket. So we're 29 now. So I actually have a couple other powers because it's 5 levels. A 5-level game. And then, yeah, I got my irradiated ground as well, so, but it wasn't toggled on because it doesn't auto toggle. So there we go. Now I got that because, yeah, you look at the ones that I don't have, and if you look at the, you know, they'd be the ones below, like irradiated ground. So yeah, probably don't have Atom Smasher, which I think is my 4th power button. And I might not have some of these particle shielding, ground zero, or meltdown. I do have those. I don't have Meltdown. Yep, and I don't have Atom Smasher. So yeah, and that's just at the levels that I took those powers are over level 29. So yep, just SOL on those, but you know. Find cause for haunting. Investigate haunted warehouse. Mysterious tablet. It is an object. So probably a clicky, glowy, whatever you wanna call it. And it hasn't shown up yet because sometimes it'll show up after you kill some ghosties, or I mean the targets in the mission. Sometimes it won't. Sometimes there's multiples, and it could be in the first one, or it could be in the last one. If there's only one left, then you might get the little starburst on the map. You might not if there's multiples. So, oh man, we're just kind of gonna run through because they're not really gonna be able to hurt me too bad. None there. There's a door. No way out. I'm just gonna jump around and listen for glowy. Or look for glowy. Or both. And eventually I'll break aggro on those guys, but I'll garner some aggro on these other guys. Yeah, it don't matter. They're not gonna hurt me too bad. Oh, there's the tablet. And it's not a glowy, but it's an interactable. And of course, I can't jump today. Oh, it's a destructible. So you have to. I didn't say destroy the tablet. That's fine. There. Exercise remaining ghosts. All of them? It doesn't say it's a defeat all. So it's probably just the ones in the back room. We'll find out here in a moment. Oh, shoot. Oh, I got another one right here. He ran away. Oh, man. So did the one get away? He might have. Oh, yeah. There they are. Taunt them. Get over here. Hopefully. Okay, fine. No. I wonder if it considers this hallway like a room. I just have to clear this hallway. Well, we can just work our way back and keep defeating ghosts until we get the exit button. I mean, it would have been 6 1/2 dozen together in a way, so. But yeah, usually it'll say, oh, the mission doesn't say this, but you gotta defeat all. So yeah. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Reading the mission though, the text here and on the wiki, it almost makes it sound like it's a different ball, so maybe I'll have to put in a thing to add. Hey man, this is a defeat all. I've never found anything to really add to the wiki. I mean, usually most of the people that run the Homecoming wiki, and I've played with one of them, they're usually really good about keeping all that stuff up to date, but maybe they just hadn't run into this one much, or didn't dawn on them that it is a defeat all. We'll find that out very soon. Oh, yeah, there's another one. one time I kind of wanted to be a GM, but then, oh man, kind of like, I don't know how fun that would be. Oh, I didn't go down here and clear these out. Thought I left them back here. Again, our community is really pretty good, so it might be pretty fun. Still might apply. They always need GMs. I'm sure, because everything's volunteer. Oh, okay, he went down. Okay. I just don't know if I want to know some of the behind the scenes stuff and whatnot. I'd rather just be a player. Player. Oh yeah. Let's see, there's only 2 left. So this is to defeat all. I mean, I guess it kind of implies it. It doesn't come right out and say it. Usually it does, or it doesn't, and then the wiki tells you that, so, yeah. Striga is so funny. And of course that's his first mission, so I gotta go back to Orpheus. That was a consigliere. I should have stopped and taken him out. There seems to be quite a few around here. I looked around Marconville and Port Oaks and didn't find as many as I was hoping. Sometimes it's just because of other stuff, just RNG. Mission. Close the rift to the underworld. Yep. The shadow in this cave flowed and dripped. The shadows in this cave flow and drip like wax. Close the rift in the underworld. So that's probably the pop-up when we get into the mission. Oh, it's in that mausoleum just right over there. Reveal your secrets. Yep, the shadows in this cave flow and drip like wax. Oh, little meander. That's the one thing I wish the architect had. Instead of just some preset maps, you could pick and choose. Like, this part has been part of some larger maps I've been on, and then this is just a standard, entrance one. And this is just a standard side room that you can rotate to flip on either side, or north, south, east, or west even. So yeah, I wish you could kind of play around and make your own kind of map in a way, but maybe that would have been too hard for them to implement, or because I want to say that's how it was in either DDO, or I think DDO had a thing where you could make your own like quests, and that was pretty cool. Kind of liked it. I was getting into that before I stopped playing. I kind of don't play that one for the same reason. I'm playing Lord of the Rings because there are some graphics issues with scaling of the HUD and stuff, and it makes it hard to play on a 4K. Yeah, there'll be lots of ghosty patrols, I guess it said. Yeah. I'm sure the thing is in the last room, which is the direction we're going, or they're going. Just run by guys and see. Oh, let me go play with the Death Shaman. Oh, we still kept that avalanche. Couldn't tell. No big deal. Take care of Deathy first, then we'll go Abby. His little minion didn't come with him though, and then he's gonna run away. Get back over here. Here you go. Oh, there's his minion. His minion was just slow. Come on, Pepperbox. You think you can take me on? Take on me, take on me. Okay. What did I say yesterday? No singing. Ugh. And again, I know too many songs, and I'll make little references like that and want to pop in my head. Oh well. Too much music. It really sucks. I'd like some in the background, but I think I haven't figured out a way. Oh, there's the rift. And that's that. Take care of this spirit at least. Why? I have to. There we go. Done deal, Lucille. See, I could have did a little ditty to the parody of oh, he's gray. He aggroed to me though because I had my AoE on, but I went around the corner and he's like, what happened? Can I call him? Yeah, I can call him. Yeah, Kenny Rogers, you picked to find time to leave me, Lucille, but there's a parody version of it. You picked to find time to leave me, loose wheel. Yeah, it's just one of those things from back in my youth that is indelibly etched in my brain. A lot of useless trivia that I probably would have still lost on Jeopardy. Baby. Weird Al Yankovic parody song of Our Love from Jeopardy, baby. Can't remember who sang that one though. It's been too long ago and I haven't heard it in forever and a day. I should know it though. I really should. I'm gonna have to look it up now. Oy, oy, oy. Confront the railroad to break the hinders. I could probably run by these guys. there, and he'll be in one of these side chambers of the first large room that you could have went to, but yeah, again, it don't really matter. Oh, no, there he is. He's a death mask right here in the center. You're kidding me. Wild, man. Oh, I gotta run to the back because I can't do any damage to him and break the altar or something. I'm sure he'll probably... Oh. Oh, shadow crystal. Oh, I keep forgetting. I got some of my AoE powers back. The great button, which is ground zero. Oh, cool. He followed me. That means I don't have to run back through the gauntlet to get to him. Now he'll do damage, and he's gone. Crystal blew up and obliterated almost everybody. Bye. Probably didn't hardly get anything for him. Sweet. Yeah. I was like, hey, I'm not doing any damage, but I'm hitting him. Oh. And then the little starburst I noticed on the map could have just populated. It might not have. Might have been up there and I was just unobservant. Check the graves of Orpheus's kin. Yeah. Did I get some holy shotgun shells? Yep, Orpheus gives you a box of holy shotgun shells that have been blessed by the local priest. They're supposed to make short work of the undead. Yeah. I hardly ever use any of that stuff unless I would have been at equal level and I was having issues with the mission. Then you might check and you might have gotten a little gimme like that to help you with the mission. It shouldn't be an issue. I say that all confident like. Watch me fail and die. I mean, it's a possibility, but and again, Squishy's pretty buffed up. Because you still get some of the accolades you got, like that's 61 max hit points on top of my regular 122 max hit points, max hit points and max end, so that's why I have 110. And then I actually get something probably from the set bonus to get that 113. And then, yeah, see, I have 524 extra hit points from various things. Oh, that might be my absorbed from this power too, though. So, yeah. He's not beastly. Put all zombies to rest or take the dog tags. Let's look at the thing right quick. Okay, so there's a chest at the end of one of these two corridors. If you just run to the chest, you'll get the dog tags and the mission will be over. Or if you need the XP, slog it. I don't need the XP. If I really want to get some vet levels, I'll go run some AE farms. Oh, there it is. It was in the first one. And that's it. Sweet. It says the dialogue and the mission bonus is the same no matter which way you do it. Again, if you need XP, grind it out if you want, man. I mean, if you're doing it at equal levels, so you're going through the zone. But for me, just doing it for the badge, I don't need all that stuff. So find out the truth about old Toby. Feral Vampire. The fifth column Vampire in this mission does not seem to give credit toward the Slayer badge. Well, the Slayer badge I think is more geared towards Council. Oh, it does say Council or fifth column now, so I mean that's just a glitch in the matrix. It's probably not designated quite right, so yeah, it doesn't give you. But I've got that Slayer badge too. That should have the Slayer badge. It should be right by the other council ones. Oh, that was Sky Raider. Councils are up at the top, I believe. Yep, there they are. Yep, the Slayer and Silver Bullet. Warwolves and Vampire. And then there's the Council Warwalker. Yeah, sometimes these give you an idea of what they are, but you don't see this until after you've completed it. But it will tell you, again, kind of what most of them are. 100 Cyclops in Cimarora, and 100 Minotaurs in Cimarora, 1,000 Citizens and Mayhem missions. That takes a bit because they like to run away, and if they get it to the door before they expire, they don't count as a kill. Hamidon Buds, haven't run the Hamidon or the Seed of Hamidon enough. Should try to do that one day. And then that's that family bosses that are almost a third through. Don't have a lot left. Outcast leaders. That one's best to try to get a paper or a radio mish and not finish it but repeat it and set it at +4 solo bosses and go from there. This one you almost have to farm a couple missions to get because these are real super hard to find in the wild, if I remember, or impossible to find in the wild maybe. So yeah, but I'm 70 away, more than halfway through. So Sioux Saucers, that's just going out and finding them or getting a mish that's got a ton of them in there. Farm the Dark Astoria stuff, but I've already got all my tier 4s that I want. I mean, I could get some other ones. Warrior Leaders, again, not quite half. Probably not a whole lot more, I think, near the bottom. Pretty down. 1,000 Paragon Police, that's from Mayhem missions. Easiest to do it that way. There are a couple missions that'll spawn a lot, but yeah. There's the one I'm most proud of. I finally got it. Defeat the Clockwork Paladin. But the text here is a misnomer because the text that you get prior to getting the badge, you have to defeat the making of the Clockwork Paladin, because just defeating the Paladin doesn't give you this badge unless they changed it. If they changed it, that really sucks, because this badge you've got to defeat the as they're building, as the Clockworks are building. You'll see sometimes in the chat window it'll say unusual clockwork activity in King's Row. There's 3 spawn points for the Clockwork Paladin building, and they build him there, and then if they complete the building of him, he spawns, and then he runs up to the north and camps out at a spot, and sometimes there's 3 of them up there because he's spawned that many times and nobody's taking him down. So yeah, they gather together and they'll have a construct that doesn't move, but the more you kill the guys around it, the more they spawn to try to get him built. So you really, it's really super hard to do by yourself. You really need a team, at least 5, to try to keep the respawns down, and then a couple damage dealers to take down the construct of a paladin before he's completed. Because they'll keep adding to his health, and once you get him down to 0, the construct goes away, and then you get the Black Knight or the Knight Errant if you're on the hero side. So this one's super tough because if you don't get in the zone fast enough, he'll spawn, and then you gotta wait for the next time when the unusual clockwork activity starts happening in King's Row. All the other GMs are pretty easy to get, but this one is probably the hardest. Because Babbage can just spawn anywhere at the spawn points in Boomtown. Or you might be able to get it for the people who are doing the one task force that at the end of it he spawns. Death Surge, you just have to kill 100 gremlins, which is also a defeat badge, I believe, or a gladiator badge, maybe, one or the other. And then Death Surge will spawn at any of his spawn points. This one's through a mission that you'll get eventually, and then this is Caleb up on the island, Thorn Isle, in Nerva Archipelago. There's 2 badges associated with War Machine. The Council Goliath Warwalker, which spawns after you defeat 100 regular Warwalkers around the spawn point for this guy, and take down the generator to make it easier to defeat the Goliath Warwalker. So once you defeat 100, you get a badge, and I don't know if it's defeats or gladiator. I can't remember. Because all of these here are GM giant monster badges. The Adamansters in the Echo Dark Astoria, and then Devilfish is Luska, the giant octopus in Independence Port. You have to take out the tentacles first, then the head's left, and that makes it a lot easier. This is the only one that's really easy to do by yourself, because there's a plesiosaur roaming around the lake in Croatoa, and it's a one-hitter quitter. You used to have to defeat it 2 times, and there's a 30-minute spawn timer in between spawns, so you have to wait. Now I think they changed that, and it's just 1 hit. Get the badge. Jack in Irons and Yoki are both also in Croatoa, but they are full-blown GMs. They do spawn together and fight each other up in the northern area of Croatoa. If you want to take them out with that, you need more than just a team usually, unless you got a really heavy team. You want like at least 2 teams to kind of form a league. Makes it a little easier, because then you can, if you're doing it that way, you can have a tank pull one of them away and taunt them over, and then the other, everybody concentrates on the other one, which is usually Jack first. So the Seedlings of Hamidon in First Ward, and Jurassic in Crazed Folly, the Car Hammer Boy, Ghost of Scrapyard in Sharkhead, and the Kraken in Perez Park. And this is through a mission or after halfway through the arc. He will spawn, the Kronos Titan will spawn in Founders Falls out in the wild. Sometimes people announce it, that they've just finished that arc and he's spawning to let people know, but you can do it through the mission itself and just get the badge a little easier because he's not so hard to defeat in the mission because he's not a true GM, but you still get the Master or Mistress of Olympus. But if you announce it and people want to go do it because they don't want to do the long arc, because it's a pretty long arc, and the last mission is a defeat all in a burnt open world map of the one map that I hate, but all the trees are gone because they're all burnt out. So it's not as bad, but there's a lot of dudes to defeat. It's a time mission, I think, of an hour and a half, but it takes you about 30-45 minutes, unless you just don't kill stuff fast. It's in the 45-50 range, because I think that's worldwide red from Crimson. Super long arc, but really cool, one of my favorites. And then this is the Yukon Grey, the Richte Master of Arms, in the middle of the zone. You have to defeat him 10 times to get this badge, so you have to do it at least 10 weeks in a row and hope you get the count every time. I had to do it 12 times because there were twice I didn't get the kill count for him because I didn't do enough damage or wasn't close enough or something weird. And then the drop ship that spawns after, well, it spawns during just before the raid too, but after the raid is when they usually go for the drop ship, and if you follow along and do some damage on the drop ship, you get in the middle of the earth. Those are all, I think I got all the oh, Rachnos Flyer, I do not have that one. I think there is a badge for that, I just haven't done that one yet, because, yeah. So yeah, I got most of the defeats. Oh, this was the old. There's the new. And I think this is the last mish in the arc. So, yeah. Yep. The 5th column forces will consist entirely of Vampiri for this mission. So yeah, this one would be a good one if you don't want to do it out in the wild, because since they're all Vampiri in here, you could almost farm this one at equal level if you want to just do it internally in a mission instead of again out in the wild, because you could not get the 3 pieces of evidence, go through, wipe them all out, exit the mission, reset it, rinse and repeat. It just depends on how many are in here, or if you're in a full party, you can bump it up on the player count and get more to spawn and take them out. That way, if you can take them out fast enough, put it at -1, but 4, 6, 8, and you'll get big clumps of these guys. Yeah. Yep. We're just going to run through because I got the Slayer badge. And just go to the first Vaders. Most of the guys don't follow you through the Vaders. There are some that do. Kind of guess this was going to be the cross room. That's always, it seems like, the first floor on this Tri-Vader thing. The other one is probably the forearm room, the one small room, and then the bigger, but not the huge room. Come on, I should be able to slip by. Probably nothing at the end. But, you know me, I always check. JIC. Oh, but yeah, the bug is they don't seem to give credit for the badge, so I thought they just meant the main one at the end, but yeah, they're populated. And since I already have a badge, there's no way to really check. No glowy. We'll just run back the way we came. Where's my sprint? Although we should just kind of double check down the corridor just in case. No, nothing there. 'Cause that's the door. Yeah. Alright. Nothing on the first floor. Well, let's go to the second one. But yeah, this is a common layout. Yeah, yep. The forearm, that's what I call it, because there's 4 arms. The small room and the lab. I couldn't think of the big, if it's the lab or that other one with the little mezzanine. It could spawn either or, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't, remember every little tiny detail, but some stuff I've done so many times, it does kind of stick in my brain. Guys around the corner. Nope. Guys in here though. No glowy. I should get a little ping on the glowy even if I just run by the wall there. Nothing. We'll go down to the small room. I wonder if it's... Oh, there's a glowy. Probably on the other side of this wall. Oh, got an old power back. It's not my ground and pound AoE, but it's almost as good. It just doesn't do as much damage off the hit because it's AoE a dot. So yeah. Also, I think it heals me a little. Yeah, gives me a little hot heal over time. Dot damage over time. Yep, the dude's right inside. Yeah, probably. They may. Oh, there's another one in the back. Ooh, got that one. Oh, there's all the evidence is in this one room. Wow. Sometimes you roll the dice. The dice are kind, and you get that nat 20, boy. Just finished watching Divergence. Wow, that's just insane. Yeah, come on, feral vampire. Will Ferrell vampire? What? Man, some of his first movies were so funny. Oh, God. that's it. Have one more arc. And see, they could have changed that. They might have fixed that bug. But yeah, so if you try that and you're not getting credit for the Slayer badge, then yeah, don't rinse and repeat. Word of warning. I didn't know it was going to be totally almost every mob in there was a vampire, which would be great for that badge, but if they don't count because there's some type of bug, then yeah, not so great for that badge. Oh boy. Sorry for spreading misinformation one way or the other. Call the contact, pop him back to 50 because he'll be done. Now I have to, next in line, oh, back to Night Widow. No, Mage Killer Tatiana. And the last Witch of Striga. Yep. Now this last mission can be pretty stout. Even if you do it right. Ms. Peebles can be pretty tough to take down. There is a particular way to do it to make it supposedly easier, but sometimes I've had it not work so great in the past. So yeah, if you're a tank, it's a bit easier, but if you're a glass cannon or you just don't have a lot of defense, you might have to get somebody to help you or do autocomplete. Because yeah, it can be a little bit of a problemo. She's so happy. Deal with the legacy chain. Yeah, there's only 4 missions to deal with the legacy chain, and if we stop them, disrupt the ritual and draw out the witch. So yeah, we'll port to Mage Killer Tatiana. And yep, she's bonding more ass, and we have to go back over to the other place way back. Wait till we bottom arc. Double jump. Hits door. Finish this one. Get the badge. Take a break. Make some grub. It's almost lunchtime. Well, at least for me. Even though it's what time is it? 1:22 a.m. Woot. Oh man. What am I doing? Reveal your secrets. Because yeah, this will probably take 30 to 40 minutes. 3 secrets to uncover. And what are these guys? What's my souvenir? The witch's wedding ring. Oh, hey, looky there. I got legacy chain. Were they close by and I just didn't know it, or if it was an ambush? Oh, it says you got rid of the legacy chain occupying. Is it a defeat all? And it just doesn't say it. The mission, take them all out and recover anything of value. Don't worry about any repercussions. People disappear on Striga all the time. So again, it doesn't quite say, but the mission guidance makes it seem like, oh, I can turn my athletic run off. Like it might be a defeat all. It's not a huge map. The four-way upper, lower floor, and the weird upper lower floor with a little tucked back in the corner room. Oh, hey buddy. Hey buddy. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I think, man, that's not a, well, I can always come back and do that, but I'm just curious. I might have already got that. Nope. 200 legacy chain lieutenants. Oh, that makes it even better. I can come back and farm this. Set it on -1, +4 or 5, and no bosses, so that they're all lieutenants. You might still get a boss here and there, but they might count toward this too. Sweet. Oh, there's one. There's two. Watch them all three be in here, but I gotta clear everybody out. And of course, these are just minions. I love minions, just not these minions. It's so sad that, well, it's not not totally sad. I just don't like buying Legos anymore, but the original Minions block sets from Mega Block, I bought. Oh, can't get through because I'm too wide a shoulder. I bought almost every set I could. I missed a couple because they were hard to find, and then they stopped making them. And I'm missing a few of the minifigs. Oh, there is the third one. There it is. Wild. So, now we'll see if it's... Yeah. Oh, it says defeat all mages. Okay. Never mind. I didn't even read the top. Sometimes I don't. Oh. And I'm going back the wrong way. God, man. Dee-dee-dee. He used to like that guy, too. And then his stuff got real repetitive, and then it seemed like he was plagiarizing a lot of other people's material, and that's why he kind of went away, because kind of got found out. But he was still funny with his delivery and stuff. He just, I guess, wasn't his work. Sad, man. Like what Dane Cook, he was pretty funny at first too, but then yeah, his stuff got real repetitive, and it just seemed like he couldn't get any new material, so he kind of fell by the wayside. What's funny is some of the old school and a couple of the newer guys that. A couple of them unfortunately didn't live very long. Mitch Hedberg. Oh god. Mitch was so different in a lot of his delivery and just, oh, horrendously funny, man. In my opinion, one of the better, newer comedians. I mean, back in the 2000s. So I haven't really listened to hardly any of the real newer comedians because most of them just, yeah. I mean, I don't. Some people might consider a couple of them new comedians too because they started back in the 2000s, but to me, man, that's 20 years ago now. If they started back then, they're not new comedians anymore. They're not old comedians either, but they're seasoned. I like Lewis Black. He's pretty funny. Dave Chappelle, pretty funny. But yeah, most of the other ones that I really like are either retired, dead, or yeah, just not around anymore because they might do a little bit of touring, but they don't tour. Not that there's really big, huge comedy clubs all over. I mean, there wasn't really back in the day. There were only a few here and there, but still. I saw, what's her name in the 90s? God, she had a show on. I actually really liked her. I can't remember her name. Shoot, I have to look her up. Not Ellen, but man, saw her at a little weird in the round venue in Fort Worth. So I like to run this room in a particular order because the way the upstairs is, it doesn't really matter. You can go the opposite of it too. But I go over here and check here because if they're not standing out here, then they're back in these little cubes. Are you kidding me? Were they too far away? Well, let's taunt them too. That way when you come down from the little upstairs wraparound, you don't have to come back over here and finish these guys. Again, you can do it in the opposite kind of direction. I'm just used to doing it this way. There's usually guys here. Sometimes they're tucked underneath the stairwell. But they're usually just right here, kind of on the side of it. But once in a while, they'll kind of get tucked over there because there's a spawn point there for them as well. Sometimes guys up here. Sometimes not. Sometimes they're right back over here by all the insulation rolls, but usually not both. And then sometimes a guy here, but he's more than likely associated with two minions that are down below. He just got populated up there. Sometimes they're tucked under, sometimes not. Oh man, I hope he was with these and there's not a stuck lieutenant somewhere. Let's make sure. Yeah. And then this way is it. This should be all of them. If it's not, if there's only one more group left, it'll show me on the map. The little red arrows. Hopefully. If not, that's bug hunt. And I got them all. Nice. Oh, it's defense recharge. I'll need that for somebody, I'm sure. Luckily, gamblers are pretty nice. I usually don't more than 4 slot them, but occasionally I'll go a little further, or if it's something that's in a recharge, then I need that. So yeah. And I'll probably have to go back and talk to her because it's the first mission of the arc. Oh, yep. It's really weird. Super jump, you have a lot of control in your jump. You can turn in midair, mid-jump. You got that double jump thing where you can jump in midair and extend. A lot of hoverbots. Well, not a lot. 3. And if we stop them, part 2. Gather radiation measurements. Oh yeah, this one's out in the wild. Headstones in the graveyard. I should turn some of my AoE things off. I won't aggro anybody, but I'm not worried about it. Pan out so I can see around me a little better. The other one's right over there. Scan the rocks. Oh, are these under the trees? Oh, well, let me go to this one. Geez, lots of dudes. Big blowy rocks. I'm gonna aggro all these guys nearly. They're slow. They might not get up. Can you smell what the rock is cooking? No, because the rock's cold and it ain't cooking jack. Oh. Now these guys I'm gonna aggro. Are they gonna do any? Yeah, they did. Okay. Drop it. Drop. I had my other AoE, it'd be real easy. But I got my contaminated ground down, so I'll just wait for this. Get the other ones to come over here slowly. And geez, by the time this is done, they might be gone. Just hit them once. Maybe twice. Goodbye. Okay, cool. Man, that was hard. Whew. God. Okay, scan graves again. So, yay. A lot of banished pantheons. Come on. There we go. Had to get in just the right spot to get the hand. just far enough away from this guy to not aggro him. Oh, what's for lunch, man? That's a good question. Chicken? Maybe chicken. Disrupt the ritual. So I think this is going to be a door mesh. Disrupt the ritual. 3 ongoing ceremonies. Banish Pantheon. 3 ceremony leaders to defeat. Banish Pantheon shamans. Alright. So pretty cut and dried. Fairly straightforward. It doesn't look like it's a defeat all. So we just run through until we find they're either named shamans or they'll be doing something like this maybe. We'll try him and see if he counts. Or if he's just pretends like he's doing a ritual. Ceremony. Whatever. Nope. So they'll probably have more like either paraphernalia around them, or they might say something when you get close to them. Or we're gonna take a left per usual. They probably aren't this way, but you never can tell. Ah, see, now we got, oh, ceremony leaders, so they're not named, but they're named. Ceremony leader. Cool. And they say stuff, so that one's probably not one. And yeah. Bye. Okay. There's probably not another one down this way. Or the little dog leg. We'll check. Oh, wow. How's about that? There is one. Miracles never cease. And I have been getting some pretty lucky RNG. Got 2 down one corridor. We'll only leave 1 more left. This guy coming into, but I'm just gonna run away. Put my running boots on. Running boots. Oh, we gotta go down this corridor though, just to see if we're super lucky. It's really long. Wow, you are kidding me. He's basically a third of the mission. They all are over here. It's almost as bad as when I got all 3 of them in the one room on the glowies. And yep, that's all I needed. Pretty cake. Again, sometimes your RNG is just working right. And sometimes you roll that nat 1 and you botch. So yep, this is it. I believe defeat the last witch of Striga. Yes it is. Okie dokie, pokey. So she yeah, Tatiana gives you a scroll and promised that the spell inscribed on it would help you overcome the unnamed supernatural defenses. It will be less effective against those other targets, but still useful. PVC Rune Binding. I will find that and put it out here somewhere. It should be the last one on my temporary power list, because I just received it. Yep. Rune of Binding. And I will remove the drop of power. Put the Rune of Binding there, and that way I got it, and it's highlighted. And now let's go see how rough this mission will be for me on Squishy, because I can't remember the last one I tried it on. I couldn't get it done, but I was a glass cannon, so it didn't surprise me. Alright. The witch is invulnerable. Stopped the unnamed. Optional. 2 heroes remaining. Yep, and I believe... I mean, at equal level, there's a ton of dudes in here. It's great XP farm in a way. Yeah, just a ton of dudes. So yeah, Moonfire and Ravenstorm are in here. Oh yeah, she says she gets some dialogue. Deal with Striga's sentinels to force the witch out into the open. So yeah, you gotta find them. Again, some of these outdoor maps, sometimes I don't do a reveal, because then it's easier to tell where you've been and have not been when you're trying to find some named people. Sometimes I try to get the corners marked. And sometimes I'll cheat and put my void skiff on. Not cheating, you can buy it in the game. And that way you can get above and do some scanning, recon. There's the back wall, or the other side wall. See, there's a ton of dudes in here. Use this for getting some just guys talking. Oh, I saw a different color. No, okay. Because they'll be wider yellow, I would think. The Moonfire. The Raven dude. There's the unnamed, and there's Peebles, more than likely. Yep. GZB. There's Moonfire. Okay, yeah, I knew they'd be around here now that I found. Okay. So let's drop down. We'll take jump off. Yeah, they're she's a Peacebringer and Raven Storm guy is more shade. There's a White Dwarf tank, and she has a chance to respawn. I think until the little, yep, there she goes. She's gonna respawn. You gotta take her out again. She doesn't come back with full health or full endurance, so she's not as bad. And her dwarf form was in cooldown, so she went squid or nova. And yeah, more damage, but she just couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. And yeah, he's an EB, and we don't have to take him out. Ravenstorm dude will be around over here somewhere. Let's pop back up and oh, is that no? Just keep conning until we find him. He'll be a white name, more than likely. There he is. I'm just gonna drop down in front of him and beat him up. It'll be interesting to see if he goes Dwarf or Nova. Or you take him out fast enough and they don't get a chance. And now he won't respawn. I think he's a... Maybe we can get on him fast enough. No, okay. I can look him up on the wiki because I'm looking at it. Death Shroud, Thunder Kick. Oh, he's not. He's a, I thought he was a War Shade. Well, he's just like a scrapper, it looks like, because he's got melee, dark, martial arts, Death Shroud, Thunder Kick, Storm Kick, Crippling Axe Kick, Dragon Tail, Crane Kick, Eagle Claw, Torrent, Dark Blast, Never's Tentacles, Focus Chi, Dark Regen. Yeah, he's a dark. Yep. Yep. Cool. So yeah, he can't respawn. So now, and the Rune of Binding is just for the Unbound guy. If you want to take him out for a bunch of extra XP, he's optional, so not a big deal. Now that I've defeated the two other bosses, can do go up and take out the last witch of Striga, and she's up on the hill. Let's see how tough she'll be. He's having a self-heal, and I got a bunch of other stuff. We'll see how hard she hits. I'll hit her with my Crave pistol. Clink. Yeah, she's got that storm stuff. Can kind of push me away sometimes. And again, I don't have armor. I'm missing a couple things. Not much in my defense. It's tough, it looks like. I leave, yeah. But once her little hurricane goes away, then she won't be pushing me away until it's off cooldown. And if I was smart and did that, pop down ground 0. Yes, and then she's trying to push me away with flame, but she's pretty much down. And that's just because I got some great movements. Wish I had conserved power because I'm getting a little light, but I can always just pop up end thing here, but she's almost down. Yep. There we go. And then you get the wedding band. Her little minions who patrol by. Yep. There we go. 20 merits. You got the wedding band, which is just another temp power. Five minutes of usage, resistant to all, which is awesome. If it had a lot more time on it, or you could recharge it, but you can't. So now we can reveal the map. It's pretty big. Yep. And now I should have got. I might have to turn it in first to get the credit for the Striga arc, more than likely. Call it in. And yep, stowaway badge, there it is. That's what we were doing this for. Now they're gonna stop, even though I'm level 50. They're just gonna melt because I aggroed them because I'm a tank. But now that I'm going back to level 50, yeah, they just melted. Melty. And I'll jump back to the base portal and park. And if I could get out in the clear. Stop this crazy show for a moment while I had some lunch. Figure out what I want to do next. Start the third final vid for the day, early morning, late night with me, but whatever. I used to love third shift and still do. Yep. That's all for Squishy for right now, unless I think of something else to do with him and when I come back. So thank you very much. Y'all have a great day. Later. Stay safe out there.